It's the internet. You're busy. Let's do this. Welcome. I'm Jeff Grubb with GamesBeat.com, and this time we're reviewing the MyArcade Mini. I think that's what they're called. Let's see if there's a name on here somewhere. Well, this is the Burgertime cabinet. It is just a little mini arcade cabinet that basically has an emulated version of the game that runs on this screen, and it's just this game. And it's kind of, I think it's designed mostly as a gift idea, maybe a collector's item. But it's the kind of thing you're going to find at modern GameStop. You're going to go in there into GameStop, and you know they're going to have games still, but they're going to have a huge selection of sort of memorabilia and collectibles, and this will be right in there along with everything else. And you can see my face in the reflection of the screen. Hello, my dear friends. I'm gonna show this thing off to you, but let's talk about the cabinet first itself. I think that this is maybe the most attractive and best part of the entire package here. Is, you know, they try to make this look like a real classic Burgertime cabinet, and it has all the stickers on here, and I think all of the decals and the stickers and the accoutrement of this cabinet really is pretty high quality stuff. It's not going to start peeling. It's not going to start coming off. It's really on there. None of these stickers. I've had this out of the box for a while now. I've got a few more of these cabinets as well, but this is the one I'm going to show off now. You could just kind of apply what I'm saying here to any one of these from MyArcade. These stickers are really on here really well. I think it does feel like they have a it feels like they have like a plastic covering, like, you know, you would slide the artwork into a plastic covering on the arcade cabinets on the original machines here. But I'm pretty sure they are just high quality sticky stickers that have been accurately placed on. They're not crooked, they're not out of place, and they look really great. I mean, maybe the only thing is the MyArcade logo might throw some people off, might be like, oh, that doesn't look too accurate, but it's something that I'm completely okay with, just because everything else is so pretty. I really especially like this artwork up here, and on the top here, and on the sides. That said, I think kind of getting into how the thing works, it does take, I think, 4 AA batteries in here, but you can plug it in via USB. It does seem to suck down these batteries relatively quick, so maybe if you're going to have this on your desk at all times, plug it into your, you know, the USB port on your monitor and just get enough power that way and run it through that. But for this, I do have batteries plugged in, and I have had it like that for a while. Who knows? Maybe it will die in the middle of this review. That would suck. Okay, so I'm going to hit this button right here, which is where the coins would go on an actual machine. There is no coin slot, but instead this acts as the power button. You hit that and it lights up. Let's turn this down a little bit. You can see, yes, so that's light up, that lights up, and once that's lit up, you know it's on, and then the screen up here starts going. Now let's talk about the screen a little bit. The screen is very, you know, it's low quality. Like, there's just no other way around it. Let's see if I can maybe turn this off all the way. And you can see that it is like side lit up here. You can see the bleeding in. If we turn to the side. If you're looking at it head on, this is kind of what it looks like though. So there's pretty good contrast there. And so that's not too bad. But you do get a, from this screen, it does feel like you get a more, I mean, pixelated is not exactly the right word, but it just looks like maybe where the CRT lines might have been on the original monitors for a Burgertime machine. It's not exactly accurate here. It just has this very low resolution effect that can end up being kind of ugly sometimes. But it's not. It's also not the end of the world. And for the price, God, I had it in my head a second ago. Let me just look this up real quick. I'm gonna use the keyboard here connected to this personal computer and look up the price of this to make sure I get it right. Yeah, they're selling for like $35. For $35 to get a screen with the controller here and everything. Ooh, did the game reset on me? Yeah, see, I think I might have just died. I mean, the light's coming on, but it's not working. You know what? Let's plug it in too. Let's just see. Let's see if that makes a difference. I have had situations where it feels like it's just not going to turn on. Like the This light will turn on, and then this won't do anything. And I just think that's low battery. I think this is what that means. It seems like it's going to work, but then it doesn't. So I plugged it in now, and it's working just fine. Move this over here. So then let's talk about playing the game. So playing the game is pretty simple. You just hit the start button here, start, and it's clearly just an emulated version of the game. Not even necessarily like the original arcade version, because there's not like it's not like you're putting in credits. You just hit the start button. So, talk about the volume. There's a speaker back here. You can see that. Let me turn this back on. There's a speaker right here, headphone jack, and the volume rockers here. I turned it all the way down. Let's turn it up again just a little bit. And now you can just control it like this. So, playing the game, it is Burgertime. You could pause it, which is obviously nice. That's why it's probably a good thing that it's not the... Man, did my volume just spike there for a second? Hello. That's weird. That's probably why it's nice that it's not not like the arcade version being emulated. This is just a console version or something like that, or maybe a modified version of the arcade version, where you can actually pause it, because that's something you're going to want if you're playing this on your desk. So let's see here. Oh God. But, and, you know, it plays just like Burgertime, just like you would remember, and I think it feels pretty good. Oh God. I'm using all my salt. Is that salt or ice cream? I forget what it is. Sorry, now I'm just into it. Oh, there's the ice cream. Go! Damn it. Alright. But then I can just hit the reset button, and I can reset and just get going again. It takes you right back to this screen. And you can start playing from scratch. Or, what you could do is... I'm going to hit pause. You can unscrew this joystick here. And just sort of set it to the side. Put it in a drawer or something. And then you could play like this. And this actually doesn't feel too bad. I mean, it definitely feels a bit strange. Like you're holding a giant Game Boy that never existed. But I think it feels good enough. And, you know, if you don't like holding the little stick, which I think some people might have a problem with, this is a really good alternative. But I like having the little stick, actually. So I'm going to put it back in there. So what I will say, I mean, just that's kind of a you know, quick overview of these MyArcade cabinets. I will say that I like it. I think it's a pretty good idea. It's not something you're going to play every day, I don't think. These are just little gift items. And if you are in a gift exchange or something, or you have a friend who likes this kind of thing, and the price limit's $35 or around that price, this is I mean, I think it's a cool thing. It's something that I definitely like having on my desk. You know, and I think they have a lot of different options. I know, God, I had a couple other games over there. I think they have like Galage and a few others. So if you are looking for a certain game, if you go online and search MyArcade, like Mini Arcade, they'll show you all the games they have, and you can pick one that you might want to get, or, you know, if you're getting these for yourself, try to find the right one. I don't know if you can use this USB port to hack the system and put other games on here. I would imagine you could. I would imagine that there's just a Raspberry Pi in here that you could just do whatever you want with. But I'm not sure if this is just power, or if this will give you access directly to the RetroPie itself, or whatever equivalent hardware is inside. But, you know, as a little arcade Burgertime machine, or whatever game you so choose, I think this is really, it's kind of excellent in terms of, from an aesthetic point of view. I think putting it on your desk, it looks pretty, it looks interesting. It is something to grab people's eye, and it's not going to also overtake your desk, because I think it's the right size. You know, my hand, here's my hand. I am a normal human man, so it's about as tall as my hand. So I think that's it. You know, it kind of slides in nicely on most people's desk, and it's not going to overtake everything. So I like that. So yeah, it's, you know, kind of easy to recommend, especially at the price. I mean, I think something like this a few years ago, you could see people charging easily $80 for something like this, $100 almost. You know, in the world of the NES Classic and things of that nature, I think the prices have been driven down because Nintendo is only charging $60 for the NES Classic, and that thing sells out and people buy it and they're crazy about it. But you can't charge much more. Even though this comes with a screen, I think that the screen technology now is so affordable. Especially if you use a cheap display like this, $35 is something that MyArcade can get away with. And it also makes me think that we should probably expect a Game Boy Micro from Nintendo sometime soon. If something like this is going to exist for only $35, a Game Boy Micro seems inevitable. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. This is the MyArcade. I believe they're called mini arcades from MyArcade. And they are available now in a variety of machines and a variety of games for about $35. I think I might have said that last part a couple times. Oh well. Thanks for watching, guys. Jeff Grubb. Let me show you my face one more time. I love you very much, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.